Hi, everybody. This is Steve from Simple But Well. And today what we're going to do is we are going to talk about some white hat link building tips and tricks for your affiliate sites. I've noticed that, let me just clear everything out here. I've noticed that white hat link building is becoming one of the more common things that people are talking about with niche sites. And recently, Spencer and Perrin over at Niche Pursuits did a podcast explaining some of their outreach techniques. So I thought it'd be nice to give a tutorial for how to build links in a white hat way. And this is something that we do at the agency level, but it could easily be adopted to build some links for your affiliate sites. The main difference for your affiliate sites are the niche that you're going to be working in. You're going to have to get a little creative to actually secure these links, because you'll find guides on broken link building and outreach that assume that you're reaching out to these high authority sites, which if you're a business, chances are they're not going to be your competitor. But if you have a vacuum cleaner review site, you're not going to be able to reach out to other vacuum cleaner review sites to share your awesome content. So you need to get a little bit more creative with what you're doing. So the tools that I'm using in this tutorial are basically Scrapebox. I'm using BuzzStream and a VPS with some proxies, which you need to use for Scrapebox. So what I've done is in Scrapebox, I've gone through and I've actually preloaded some keywords. This set is basically targeting a home gym niche and home gym related keywords. So that's one of the affiliate sites that we're currently building out, if you've been following our niche site contest. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically scraping Google for results that target all of our home gym related keywords with the footprint of in-URL resources and in-URL links. So when you're done with that, basically you're going to get a list of links, and I've gone ahead and I've checked the PR on these and sorted them by PR. So my approach to building these links out, if it's a niche site, is kind of a blend of broken link building, the skyscraper method, and basically just asking outright for a link. So what we do is I'm going to go through, I already scraped these before, and I highlighted a couple because they're such good examples. So the first one I will copy and paste into Chrome. Now, one of the things with Chrome that you will notice, I'm using the Moz plugin. And this is nice because it gives you page authority, domain authority, and spam score. So what we're doing is we're going through and we're looking at some broken links targeting the footprints of in-URL links, which you can see this site right here. It's called the Walking Site, has that links in their URL, and in-URL resources. So these are resource pages and basically link pages. It's basically like a directory. And we're going to see if this would be a fit for them to also give us a link and add us to their directory. So we're targeting home gym things, and this is a walking site. So it's kind of a fitness related. But the way I like to do this is I get these lists of sites, and I'm going to run through. I'm going to check if there's any broken links. I'm going to also see if I can get any ideas for content that might need to be created before I outreach them. So this was the first one, and I'm using another plugin called Link Miner. So once I activate that, that's going to show me the broken links. And as you can see, there are at least 8 broken links right now. It's 90% done. And obviously the one that is the most important right here is home gyms. So there's a link to a page or a website based on home gyms. And this, I mean, you can't really make this up. This is just a perfect opportunity for us to get a link because this is a broken link. So first thing I'm going to do is actually click on it and see if it is a actual link. Okay, so it does not exist. It takes you to a 404 not found. Now, if we go back, this page has a page authority of 36, domain authority of 55. It's got a spam score of 2. So this is basically something good for me. I have no problem trying to get a link from this. So what I do is I actually take this, I'm going to copy it, and then go ahead and open up the site here. Now, a lot of people, when they start doing outreach, you can easily do this by using Excel spreadsheets and just finding the information. But the way I like to actually do this is by using BuzzStream. So BuzzStream is an outreach tool. It allows you to automatically send emails, track whether or not you're receiving links, do your correspondence through the tool. So I'm going to go ahead and click the link buzz maker. And you can see that this has already been added. I'm just going to go ahead and show a little bit of information about this. So it gives you the current project that we're working on. Obviously, it's home gym. Pulls the metrics for the site. So it's got a page rank of 5. You can also view additional metrics. There's 174 juice passing links to it. Page rank of 5, domain authority, Moz rank. That's all good stuff to have. And then down here you can choose information, type of link if you have been keeping track, any types of links that you might want to get. But for us, what we're going to do is we want to just get that contact information. So I'm going to save this and then close out the window. So this is a great start for us. So what I'm going to do now is actually go to BuzzStream. We'll log in. And we see our site right here. So in the event that we want to contact these people and say, hey, listen, I like your site. I think you should link to ours. We need to be a little bit tactful about how we do it. So if I click on the site, you can see that I can actually add some contact information. Now, there isn't, and BuzzStream will actually pull this for you, but there isn't an actual email that they got for it because they're a little bit tricky. So if I go back to this site right here and go to the contact section, contact us, you can actually find, and that's what you'll look for in either an about us or a contact us page. And we can now email the walking site. So if I just copy the email address, I can go back into BuzzStream and we can go through and actually send them an email. So I can pick numerous types of emails, and then send out to the walking site at hotmail.com. That's their contact information. Now, the way I like to do the outreach is I like to send out a feeler email, because what I've found in the past is if you just send a blank email and no one knows who you are not likely to either get a response or furthermore generate a link. So I like to send out, and there's a lot of people out there that recommend this. This isn't my idea. Just send out a feeler email and basically ask if anyone's home. So the way I do it is I like to do it through a template. So I can actually use one of my templates already. So this is the broken link template that I have. And the subject line is not sure if this is the correct email. And basically what I do is I just say, hi, I was recently on your website about a few broken links. I wasn't sure who to contact to let them know so they could fix this. Could you point me in the right direction? Thanks. And that's a pretty plain email to send, but you're more likely to get a response and develop corresponding with this site owner than if you were to just say, hey, you should link to my site, because they probably get lots of those all the time. Now, when I pulled this information from LinkMiner, the next thing I do is I'm going to offer them up all of the links that are broken. So I'm going to let them know, hey, you got these broken links. And then in addition to this 10 best fitness equipment home gyms links, I'm going to say, hey, you know, if you wouldn't mind, I've also got a site, or there's a site out there, depending on how you want to do this. You can do it as from the site owner on your point or a third person, and let them know, you know, you've got an option for them to help fix that link rather than just take it down. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it's really a numbers game as far as how many links you will get. But this is just one of the ways to do it. And if you're going to start out with outreach and link building, one of the best ways to do it is to actually do what I'm showing you right now, which is broken link building. You can do it in bulk with a bunch of other tools. I've done it with Screaming Frog. I've done it with Scrapebox and just checking for broken links all over. But one of the things that I like to do as I'm going through these manually is get an idea of the website, which we'll take a look at a few other links right now. I have them all sorted by PR because I just like to try and get the good stuff at the top to save time. But you can see, I mean, when you go through just looking at some of the URLs, you might find some websites that might sound relevant, and that's one of the keys, is they have to be relevant. So this is like a yoga one. So we'll see yoga and Pilates useful links. Now this one, page authority of 23, domain authority of 30. Probably not going to be that good, but it's still worth a shot. So they've got some personal trainers, New York City, things like that. What I like to do is see if there's anything like contact us, or if there's any information, if in your research you come across a site that you believe belongs here, email us and they'll add it. So usually what I like to do, again, is I check for any broken links, because it's easier to come in and add value to somebody else's site by at least helping them fix broken links than just come out and say, hey, I've got this site. And if it's an affiliate site or a small niche site that you're trying to generate commissions from, chances are your content isn't going to be so mind-blowing that they should naturally want to link to it. And you don't really want to give yourself away as a possible competitor should it be, you know, a very, very closely related site. This is kind of more focused on yoga. So now I have two options. I can email them asking, you know, do you want to link to me? and go through the broken link thing, or I have another option. I can actually take a look at this, and maybe I could take my site, my affiliate site, and create a blog post about doing yoga at home and give some tips about yoga at home, and then offer that up as the link so it's more related. That's the bonus to going through and taking your time and actually looking at each one of these sites all together. So that's basically an overview of some beginning outreach. Let's see if we can see another one. This Iron Bodies Gym. We'll see if that's any good. But this is a great tactic just to try and find, some sites to start out if you're just new at outreach and trying to, generate some white hat links versus buying PBN links and things like that. So this is basically my method. I go through this one, Iron Bodies Gym. It's got some health related stuff. I don't really think that's got too much that is going to help us out. And one of the things that you have to think about is it really is it relevant to your site, and do you actually offer any value? So here's some things to stay away from. I'm guessing this is going to be pretty spammed up. Genuinelinks.com. So this clearly is a site solely for the purpose of getting links, which is not what you want. You want actual linking resource style pages. This one might be good. And right now I'm in the, these don't have any page rank, but there are some sites out there. See, page authority 1, domain authority 1, don't even bother. We'll try another. Okay, this is about rock climbing, so this is related to rock climbing. Kind of similar, not really. No broken links on the site. And this is basically, it's got some things about rock climbing gear, rock climbing resources. So your best bet to approach a site like this, and this is a little bit different than guest blogging, would be maybe I could create an article on my blog about home gym, 10 tips to, working out in the off season of rock climbing, or, at your home, 10 exercises to do at home to improve rock climbing. Something like that that's actually going to add some value to this site. It's got a page authority of 22, domain authority of 37. It could probably definitely help you if you don't have any links and you're just starting out. But more importantly, when you're doing things like this, you're actually building some relationships with these site owners. And that's really what it's all about. You're just trying to make connections and then exploit those connections. So if you can find something such as a broken link, then you're much more likely to get a response because you're bringing value. Everyone's trying to leverage each other online. Don't think that there's just people that are going to be excited that you happen to find their resources page and you want to link, because it's not true. I have found people that, no problem, I'll gladly add a link if it fits. And other times it does bother people that you're contacting them. So when you start the outreach, you just have to understand this is a numbers game. So you want to get as many sites as possible that fit your metrics and start your outreach. And I kind of I kind of think it's similar to uh, talking to the opposite sex or the same sex. You know, at first you might get a little nervous. You know, when you're young, you're trying to figure out how to date. You're not really sure what you're doing. You're nervous. You don't want to screw up. You're self-conscious. You're going to go through the same things when you're doing outreach, and you have to take any rejection and just keep on pushing through. So don't be afraid to contact other sites and make sure that you actually have some good content. If you don't have good content, then go out and create content. And that's kind of why I like to do um, this method is I go through and I say, okay, you know what? I already know that this site, let's see what the page rank was. I mean, it's got a page rank of 2. There's a chance that I could create something similar to what their niche is. You know, it's kind of it's not in the same vertical, but it's kind of a sister niche, and add some value to them. So I guess that's it for this guide to link building and outreach. If you have any questions, I will put it on the site and you can check it out in the comments.